now moving up in weight class. This is the 165-pound class Open Division Championship bout. I introduce at this time, boxing out of the red corner, representing the state of Utah, Mr. David Boone. And his opponent, boxing out of the blue corner, representing the state of Arizona, Mr. Robbie Wallace. This is a championship bout, 3 rounds, 3 minutes.
Okay, we're back here now with should be a super bout, 165-pound weight class, Mr. Robbie Wallace out of Arizona and Mr. David Boone of Utah. Mr. Boone does have the reach and should be using a jab effectively on Robbie, but he's throwing a jab, flicking out, and then moving. He's not there. That time he did throw a double jab out there, and Robbie counters and comes back up underneath. Oop. Nice shot by Robbie underneath again. Robbie comes up underneath again, as he should, with this tall gentleman, throwing a 3-punch combination, landing 3 of them. Nice jab to Robbie's nose. David appears that every time he throws a jab, he's looking for it to be countered, and he's blinking every time he throws that jab out there, or really throws any type of punch out. I think with this jab, then the size that he has, he should be going forward on Robbie and not only shooting that jab out there, but doing double up, triple up, come back up underneath to the shorter man. But Robbie appears to be doing a good job at this time, staying down low on his man, hoping that he'll drop his hands, and then coming up on top of him. David flicks a little jab out there with no consequence, nothing behind it. And actually his jab doesn't have too much on it. He should come out with a good straight jab and turn that sucker. That's a nice follow-up by David that time. He became very aggressive, charged Robbie, hit him 2 out of the 3 punches that were thrown. Backed Robbie up into the ropes, but didn't continue any boxing at that time. And now they're back on this side of the ring once again. He pushes Robbie off, throws out a jab. Robbie throws out his own jab. Throws out another jab that lands on the mouth of Mr. Boone. And Robbie with an overhand right, and another one that lands. Boone pushes him off. Nice little exchange, no real big damage. Those were partially blocked. And that's the end of round 1. We'll be back with round. Okay, I kind of did a little analysis on this, and what I see right here is David Boone, who has a much longer reach, but he's not shooting. He's shooting at that little pity-pat jab, and what he should be doing is keeping that in Robbie's face all the time and making Robbie move backwards. He's moving backwards himself. Robbie's coming up underneath like he should, and he's doing little tattoos. And one nice thing about it is Robbie is going to the midsection quite a bit. But that's what I saw on the first round, and I think that in my determination or my opinion, I would say Robbie won the first round.
Yeah, David Boone should be going from outside. He's got a long reach. His snap at the end of his punches should be coming from outside. Robbie Wallace is a real strong boxer, so yeah. David Boone needs to be coming in from the outside. Got a little loss there coming back in on the second round.
Yeah, and one other thing, if you look closely, every time he throws his jab out there, it looks like he's expecting to get hit, and he flinches when he throws his jab.
Which he just did. He got hit by a left and a right. Robbie Wallace landed a couple of hard punches. And I don't know what kind of experience level that David Boone has. I've not heard of him before or seen him around. So Robbie Wallace we've seen here several years. Very strong legs on Robbie Wallace, which means that he can dig down and really throw hard.
Well, he's got some good shoulder strength on him. You can see that.
Very compact boxer. Now, by staying on the outside, David Boone took the power away from Robbie Wallace's punch.
Okay, Robbie looks like he's hurting right now. And another swinger.
David Boone just took a couple of shots there, and we'll leave it up to judgment of the referee on whether or not he looks hurt or not. But a little bit of trepidation there, I think, on David Boone's part.
Looks like he's after Robbie a little bit now, too, isn't he?
Pushing back, coming right back, and he's taking it to him.
Yeah, see, he's moving forward now. He's the aggressor. But Robbie's trying to fight back. If he would keep this posture and stay on Robbie right now, he'd keep Robbie kind of off balance.
Yeah, he's working Robbie back. And he doesn't seem to have a lot of power. Of course, what's happening is he's coming in on Robbie. Robbie, he's throwing his punches past Robbie. He's had a little bit, just a little bit, and he's not getting any power in him that way. But David Boone's arms are starting to come down. He's keeping them real low.
Definitely.
Man, that's
nice pop by Robbie that time.
That's I don't know. It seems to work for him though. He's landing a few good shots there.
I like the referee starting to lose his voice. That's the end of round one. We'll be back with 2.
And here we go with the third round with David Boone of Utah and Robbie Wallace of Arizona at 165-pound open. And much to my surprise, Mr. Boone is hanging in there, doing quite a good job.
Yes, he is, most definitely. I think this fight is, or this bout is, I should say, pretty close right now. He's staying out there with them long arms now. That's what he should have been doing.
Exactly where it should have been. Coming in from the outside.
And you notice, remember last night when Robbie was boxing, we were talking about him smothering his punches?
Right.
Now he's starting to do the same thing. He just almost came in there just before the referee stopped him, trying to work in close, and Robbie is not that good of infighter. He needs to be outside too. However, maybe he's, because of the height of this guy, he thinks he can get up underneath him and come in. But when he does that, he should be throwing extremely hard body shots from the outside.
Right, should be throwing some short jabs also.
There's a nice little
short. On the inside, working like that, the taller boxer is having a hard time. He's looking at his corner for some kind of help there. Caught him behind the head there, and
that's a slap.
David Boone is using that outside advantage. It looks like Robbie Wallace is coming out of gas.
He looks frustrated. I guess they knocked his mouthpiece out.
Chief. Robbie Wallace lost his mouthpiece there. Maybe that's what distracted him. I think maybe his mouthpiece had come far way out and he was distracted by that. Oh, he just took a heavy left from David Boone.
Yeah, Boone is really
a good right. He's got rock. Yeah, he sure does. He's rocking Robbie all over.
Now Robbie's doesn't have it under him.
Yeah.
Boone has come on like gangbusters. I wouldn't believe this.
David Boone is just.
He's got Robbie hurt.
He's teeing off. And Robbie is wisely using the clenching and holding on to the other boxer to gain a few seconds breathing time. I think that after last night's bout that Robbie might just have used up a lot of energy last night. And
he's out of the tank at this time because of the bout I think he may have had last night.
Yeah. caution there to David Boone for pushing Robbie Wallace. I don't think that David Boone recognized that he had Robbie in trouble there.
I don't either.
Now you should, because he's probably getting pretty darn tired himself. I mean,
yeah, Robbie's legs are getting tight on him, very tight.
And David's arms are coming way down again. He threw an awful lot of punches there in the first part of this round.
Well, David's head is starting to move side to side, and it's not intentional. It's because of fatigue also. And that was one super foul.
That's about.
For these gentlemen, Mr. David Boone of Utah, Mr. Robbie Wallace of Arizona. And our winner in the open division, 175-pound weight class. This was a 3-2 split.
165.
Our winner, boxing out of the red corner, Mr. David Boone of Utah. A big hand